Okay, all right. That, is very small. Sign in to chat. Okay. Continue to yeah. Okay. Hmm. You can't see what I'm typing in. That would be weird. It's happening right here next to the camera too. That's just awful. All right. I can't complain. Two-step verification is a two-factor authentication is an important thing. Good, wonderful. We're all good? We're all happy? All right, let's go back here. Yeah, you should be good. We'll let that do its thing. So what are we doing? What are we doing here today? Why am I doing this at all? Because I'm screwing around with the live stream capabilities of an iPad, external cameras. See, this camera right here is this camera right here. And this screen here is an external screen plugged in via HDMI to this iPad, where I can use a mouse to select games to play. Oh, look at that. All right, she's not happy. Getting some frame dropping. Ooh, whoa. Oh, we don't like this at all, do we? All right, what if we switch? What if we switch to that one? Nope, that one. That one. How's that? Is that better? Still not. No, still not happy. Okay. All right. All right, we've turned it off. Is everything good? Everything's copacetic? Okay, gaming while live streaming on a multi-screen, not good. We've learned this. My chat still isn't up and running. That's weird. Me too. We're just going to switch. Come back to it. Add a chat. Can we do that? Oh, there we go. Now I'm in chat. Hello. Boom. All right, that works. It is ridiculously tiny, and I cannot begin to read that. There we go. Make it all close like this. All right. There is that. Okay. So we know games don't work. Let's try surfing the web. Close that tab. Pulling up Wikipedia. Are we freaking out? Are we freaking out? Kind of, but not a lot. All right, not the end of the world. I seem to remember another version of this app that the chat window was easier to interact with. And there was like viewer stats. What's that button do? Ah, okay. Nope, we don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Come back down. Come on down. There we go. Creepy. All right, let's do an audio test. Let's see, how does this sound? No, is this not showing up online? No, chat's working. Oh, wrong mouse. There we go. All right, we are doing an audio test on the YouTubes. How does this sound? All right, we are doing an audio test on the YouTubes. How does this sound? Oh, it is completely frozen. Nothing is being broadcast visually. Okay, so it was frozen and now it's not. This is interesting. How does this sound? Oh, it is completely frozen. Nothing is being broadcast visually. Okay, well, this thing has its limits, it would seem. So gaming isn't necessarily going to work well. Yeah, I thought you could do that. External microphones, not an option either, unfortunately. Let's see here. Okay, it is kind of neat to be able to play with that. I want that up there. See, the iPad tries to center me all the time. By the way, how cool is this thing? I think it's pretty neat. This is weird. Currently live streaming, sort by most recent. Yep. Currently live. There's no option for anything. Okay. So I'm going to use that camera. That camera is not ideal. It's pointing at my washing machine. No one wants to see that. So really, it's just the other option, which is that one. All right. Okay. It's not something that can be done super fast. And take this. Huh. I can't change any of that. All right. Absolutely weird. Pushing the iPad. Okay. So I don't get to know my circular auto update thumbnail. Sorry. Reset. Okay. Oh, that's all that does. All right. It used to have chat on the left side of the screen here. That's unfortunate. I'll have to go here for chat. Okay. Are you still loading? Okay, if I want to search Wikipedia, I would need to have an external. Whoa! No. Minimize. Alright, I don't have a keyboard over here. Okay. So I need an external keyboard, external mouse, which I have that, and that works just fine. Although, God, I'm screwing up this mouse. I need a better mouse pad. How's this? There we go. Alright. So let's just pick something. Oh, this wheel's backwards. Let's learn about the East African Plateau. Alright, that loaded pretty quick. Yeah? Okay. What's really weird is that for all the options I have, aha! There we go. Alright. Is that not where I uploaded it? Okay, save the files. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, so refresh. Nope, go away. We don't want to know about it. Okay. So the cloud is super slow. Cloud is super slow. No idea. That is really messed up. Stats don't show. You think someone would want to know, hey, is someone watching? It just seems like a thing to know. Custom? What's custom? Custom panel URL. No, I don't need that. That seems absurd. No options here. Can I go into settings while live? recording, export logs, scene variables, appearance. Nope. I'm gonna have to go back and check. I swear there was like a different location for chat. Hold on. I can go back and check. Got my own darn YouTube channel right here. All right, we'll come back to you later. Let's go check my original video.
Wix gives you the power of...
No, we're not going to listen to someone else's ads. That's absurd. That is crazy. All right, so let's switch back to that one. Transition isn't very smooth, is it? Weird. Skip that. Okay.
To your iPad and edit it down later, you can do that as well. Bring up this panel here, switch to your different scenes, do picture in picture, you can adjust
Stream
where
panels.
this is. Bring up this panel here, your iPad, your details, and you can go. Or if you just want to record to your iPad and edit it down later, you can do that as well. Bring up this panel, podcast, put in it, links to your YouTube there that show you how simple the camera records panel here. You can adjust, so I can have a little, you can set them more than that. So this whole project, it's a wonderful little setup with this app. So chat, you'll be able to view that.
Right there. Okay, so stream these panel, they used to be on the bottom and you could just flip them up whenever you need them. And now that doesn't exist. That's just silly. All right. Not happy about it, but we'll live. I think the ring light in my glasses there. See that? All right. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. It's getting. No, I'm not gonna sing that cheesy song. All right, so we've tested out external camera. Hey there, how you doing? Whoa. External monitor. It works, but you need a keyboard. Yep, for sure. I don't think it pops up a keyboard. Keyboard settings, show emoji. Oh, here, how about this? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I know what to do. We're gonna go to Apple, and we are gonna look up specifically the tech specs for various iPads. I don't need to type anything in. Question is, how much RAM do these things have? This one has 8 gigs. I think they still sell laptops with 8 gigs, and that's underpowered for a laptop. Oh, my neighbor's got a motorcycle. I was going to try and keep it a secret from everybody, but not really an option. Here, let's switch down to there. Boom, there we go. Okay. All right, that works. iPad Pro. Let's see what the specs are on that. Thin possible. I actually can't believe they're bragging about the millimeters, like 5.1 millimeters versus it used to be 5.5. We've made a huge advancement there. Tech specs. Let's go straight to it. So there's capacity for storage, but we don't care at the moment. We don't care about that. We are trying to look at. Okay, so that also means the speaker that I'm using is by the top, or in the microphone. Top button is microphone is right here. Okay. It's that little hole in the box display chip. Here we go. All right, so this is kind of a dick move on their part. Look at this. So if you get the model with 512 gigs, you can't read that, can you? If you get the 512 gig model, it comes with 8 gigs of RAM, just like this iPad Air that I'm using. You have to get the 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte storage Pro to get the 16 gigs of RAM, which I honestly think you're not going to be able to. Can't read that, can you? This webcam is garbage. But even if I get closer, it doesn't make it any easier to read. You are a garbage webcam. So let's take a look at what it would cost to buy an iPad that could really handle this. So we'll even go with the smaller 11-inch model. That's what this one is, which honestly I think is an ideal size. 2 terabytes. One terabyte starts at $1,600. Just to get an amount of RAM that you would need, I think, to really cook. I mean, I guess if you had a better processor, you would. Was my logic sound there? If you had a better processor, you wouldn't need all the extra RAM. Is that? No? I don't know. The iPad itself only comes in one size. They still sell a mini. Alright. I'm guessing there is not a storage. Alright, if I get the 1 terabyte, it's $1,000. No, I don't need the pencil. Ooh, I'm going to test out a knockoff pencil. Okay. Where are the tech specs for this? Now I want to go back. There we go. Let's go back. iPad Air. See, I'm all for trying to do more and more of this on mobile stuff, but I don't really think RAM has been part of the conversation. conversation for a lot of people. Text specs, please. Text specs. Nope, we're not going to do that. And this is taking its sweet time. I guess it's because I'm browsing and streaming. Yeah. I don't know. It's a little impressive that this is the way, like this is working the way it is. Yeah, close up view of my shirt. Yeah. So let's try. Put it there. No. There. This might just be a clue that I need a better. Oh, it goes that way, not that way. There we go. The Model O. See, this is, I think, ideally what this setup would be good for. And with the mic being right there, I don't know if I necessarily need an external. What if? All right, let's. So that's a mouse. Oh, what just happened? Are we still live? I think this mouse locked my screen. So this is the Model O from Glorious. And it just took a bit of a beating on the ground. And I think it's okay. Yeah. All right. So back there, that's the external monitor that I have plugged into the iPad via HDMI. Oof. All right. Let's put the mouse there. All right. I want to see if there's an audio quality difference. Let's test out some sound deadening. I want to cut down on audio bouncing around and so forth. So I'll take a little bit of paper towel. Put it right behind this microphone here. All right, is there any possible chance that actually helps? I have no idea. All right, I'm not going to know till later, but we'll see. So, anyway, this is the ideal setup. Is this lens dirty? Is that part of the problem? Why it's just crappy quality? That was a beautiful angle, isn't it? Any better? Let's see. Huh. Glorious Model O. I do think it's a weird thing to name your company. Glorious. It just means that every time, like I mentioned it to somebody the other day, and they said, oh, they referred to it as like a not off-brand or something like that. Off-brand or not, the name, it just saying glorious sounds like such an adjective that, well, self-aggrandizing a little bit. Might be over-promising and under-delivering. You know, you should call it the dumpster mouse, because when it does a good job, not a great job, but a good job, everyone will be like, get the dumpster mouse. Not logical? Okay. Check out the cable for this. Alright, that's what a normal kind of like piece of insulated wire would look like. This, the way it flexes, it's like a shoestring. It's really dope. Right up here? Yeah, get a better look at it that way. Alright. So, even though it says 1080p, I'm inclined not to believe it. See, knowing that the camera's on this side of the screen, I want to be able to like transition everything. So if I were to like move me here, because now the camera's just right over here. I think that feels a little bit more personal. Yeah, let's do that. See, now I don't have the chat, and the chat always has to be on the left, according to Camo. You shouldn't have changed your app, guys. I'm talking to you. All right. Test. Genuinely hoping that makes a significant difference in audio. All right. What do we have here? So what I need to do is be able to change height. That's the other thing. So I need something better. This is a tripod. It is pretty badass. No plate on top. You just put something on and then spin that wheel. God, the focus is awful. Oof. Guess what we're gonna do? This is the IFRU. IFRU? Yeah, IFRU. There's the iPad. It's massive. External monitor, mouse, this camera, power cable, this thing. Now this thing is the beast, the dock tech. That thing's pretty dope. But the IFRU camera, that's a no-go in my mind. Put that away. Okay, well, wildly unexciting. That. Definitely more trouble than it's worth to set up and get going. I think limited cases, it would be advantageous. Like let's take out the external monitor. This iPad is so hot right now. Okay, I'd be willing to bet that this thing runs ridiculously smooth without the external monitor. But what I was hoping for was like screen sharing. Or not screen sharing, but rather I could game over here while still having all the elements of streaming here. Because people who do want to do mobile streaming for mobile gaming, or streaming with mobile gaming, do they really just like plug in an ROG Ally output into a capture card for a computer to stream, or do they use something like this? I don't really know. This is interesting. I know for a fact this damn thing got uploaded. It's right frickin' there. It's a photo. Thank you. File is not an image. What is it? Okay, well. I'm really curious about what's going on here. The iPhone doesn't take images. The iPad, well, it has its limitations, I think. Can definitely do some good for some people. Be somewhat useful, I guess. We've learned a lot. That's the point, I think. Save copy. What's really funny is that like this very capable laptop is now behaving like a hampered iPad. And you would think that it was struggling. This thing doesn't normally struggle. I'm very curious about all this. Bigger than 2 megabytes. Apparently a YouTube thumbnail has to be 2 megabytes. So I can take a photo. So my own YouTube studio can't even see this live stream. My YouTube channel can. But this is, I can't find this damn video. How can others? What is going on with my hair is the other question. What is this? Alright. What is up with my hair? It feels like it's like a rhinoceros horn. Alright. Anyway, that's enough playing around with the capabilities of the iPad today. Well, yeah, there's that, but what about that? Perfect. All right. Well, I will continue to test and play with this and see what else it can do.